All right, y'all. So in today's video, I want to talk about how to get a 20 kill game, how to win more gunfights, and also another thing that I do is like I judge players based off their character skins, how they move, their accuracy, and stuff like that to determine if they're a good player or not. And whatever I come up with is pretty much like how I play them. So if I think a player is good, I'll kind of be more patient. I'll be a little bit more cautious. I'll make sure I'm playing my cover really well. But if I think they're a bad player, then I don't really need to do all of that. I can cut out a lot of these steps and just go straight for the kill. So basically, man, I'm gonna just talk a lot throughout this video, and you guys take whatever you want. So let's skip ahead. But to start off, if you guys don't know where to drop at yet, just take my building right here. These two buildings right here, you're guaranteed a loadout crate, 15,000 in cash. Well, you're almost guaranteed a loadout crate, but really good spot to drop at. So let's skip ahead. I mean, most of you guys already know that because I already talked about it before, but right here, like, there wasn't really anything to talk about. I caught him off guard while he was looting or whatever. He just dropped straight back in, easy kill. Not really much to go over. But now let's skip ahead a little bit. So we got our temp V charged up. We're just jumping around the map. We have a UAV up. So now we're just looking for somebody to kill. This guy is on our floor. He didn't hear us. This is like within that weird distance to where a lot of players actually can't hear you. So not really much else to talk about right there. Just an easy kill. So let's just skip ahead a little bit further. There was a guy inside this building, but this is like that weird building where you have to swim underground and come up from under it. Luckily for us, we actually heard this guy not plating up, but looting. So we were chasing him. He was pretty weak. So in a situation like this, you can get caught in a tac sprint. So like while I'm like, not right here, but tac sprinting right here, he can always re-challenge me and kill me before I even get a chance to deal any extra damage to kill him. So you always have to be cautious about that. But what I want to talk about with this gunfight right here is that as soon as we get up here, we see that he pretty much set up shop right here, and he has a cluster mine, right? That's funny as how I just noticed he's a cat. So what we did was we faked like we were going inside. We busted the door open, and then we come over to reach out right here. Now I did that to kind of throw him off, because what I don't like to do in this game is for me to approach a player and him already have his ADS up on me. Like, I don't want to ever ADS into a gunfight with another player, because that pretty much just comes down to internet ping. Like, I've died to so many bad players by us both ADSing around the corner. You never want to get into a situation like that. At least if you're gonna do that, maybe continue to snake while you're doing it. A lot of good players will also snake around a corner if they know that another player knows that they're there. Or what you could do is just jump around a player, and that's what we ended up doing right here. So instead of us both like ADS around the corner, I added a little bit of skill gap into this gunfight by making him run around and then us jumping around his ADS or his field of view. And then right here we have a guy under us. Not too sure what happens here. I'm pretty sure he runs up the steps and we use our electric charge. Yeah, this is just a simple kill. But in situations with the staircase, you always want to take your time on the staircases. You never want to tac sprint up the steps or down it, especially if you know somebody's there. So you always want to walk or just keep spamming your ADS if you have auto tac sprint on. So you're never really like in a full tac sprint. And then going back to what I was saying, I never want to be in a situation to where me and the other player are just walking while we're ADSing into each other. Like, it comes down to, once again, luck or just internet ping. I don't like being in situations like that. So instead of us doing that right here, because 9 times out of 10 what's going to happen is that he's going to get me weak enough to where I feel like I may die and I just back out of the fight, and then he backs out of the fight, and then it just makes it a lot harder than what it has to be. It's a lot more time consuming. So in a situation like that, I decided just to push him. Sliding down steps is elite. I'm telling you guys right now, sliding down steps is probably the only time you should ever slide. Like, the speed boost you get while doing that is crazy. Since we're playing like a game that has no movement, really, people are not expecting that. I'm telling you guys right now, try it out. All right, so skipping ahead, we have somebody that's distracted. He's up top shooting at somebody. So this is just, zipping up, getting straight to him. Like, there's no point in me just waiting or just doing anything too extra. Just go straight to him from point A to B. Some of these gunfights, you may have to go from A, B to C, then to D to get the job done. But a lot of times it just depends on the type of player you're going against. Right there, that's a simple drop shot. I know a lot of people are asking me like, what kind of controller should they get so they can drop shot or bunny hop. Honestly, the best way you guys can go, if you're on Xbox, they have the Xbox Elite controller. If you're on PlayStation, they have the PlayStation Edge, I think it's called. But if you're on PS4, there's a PlayStation 4 back button. That thing is $25. Those are all really good options, and if you get them from Best Buy, you can get a 2-year warranty. So if anything happens within those 2 years, or if you just want to get a new controller before your 2 years is up, you can do that. All you have to do is just repay for the warranty for the next controller that you get. So essentially, you're buying a controller one time and never having to buy another one again, you know, besides the warranty. But if you guys don't want to spend any money, I get it. What you could do is change your button layout to either stick and move, so you jump with your analog, or maybe what's the other one, tactical, so you drop shot with your analog. Either one works. Like me right now, I play on stick and move, and I have one back button for my crouch button. But getting back into this game, so we see a guy down here, right? And I don't know if he sees us or not. I'm not gonna assume that he does not see us and we just play reckless. So if you guys notice, I'm pushing over, but I have cover, like cover right here. I move over here, I have cover on this tree. But if he was not to peek there, I would have kept moving up. I would have used my cover on the bush, cover on this little middle thing right there. So while you're advancing, you always want to make sure you have cover, and I'm pretty sure in this game I actually talk about it. So yeah, have cover right there, cover right here, cover right here. Like no matter where you're going, you have cover to where you can maneuver around and play off of it. You're just not like a sitting duck out in the open. Right here, I'm pretty sure we hear audio. Yeah, we hear audio. Just jump over to him, just get him out the way. No point of being fancy. This is a A to B type of fight. Going back to the guy on the bushes over here, this was a A to B to C type of fight, if that makes sense. Like you're taking those extra steps before you get into the initial gunfight. But honestly, y'all, like everything that I do in this game, I'm not doing anything special. I'm not doing anything that you guys cannot do. Like honestly, I'm doing all of the basic steps really well. Like I aim pretty well. I have pretty good movement. I use my cover pretty well. My game IQ is pretty good. And everything I'm talking about, you guys can do, literally. Like it's not impossible for you guys to achieve. Like we all start somewhere. Like I wasn't always like a good or pretty good Call of Duty player. Like it just takes repetition and pretty much just you just being conscious of wanting to get better and where you lack at and where you want to improve at. Now let's go back a little bit. So what I was thinking right here is that since I heard him, I'm pretty sure he heard me. So me running above, he probably heard me from down there, right? So what I wanted to do was just be careful and make sure I'm constantly like expecting a gunfight. Like maybe he heard me and wanted to turn around and shoot me. So I'm like continuing to ADS. I don't want to get caught in attack sprint. Because as we all know in this game, a lot of the animations are super slow. So if you're going from attack sprint to your gun in there and then trying to draw it, wow, this guy's already ADSing around the corner, you're cooked. And it's just like keeping simple things like that in mind while you're playing. Do we end up getting this kill here? I don't even know. I run up the steps. I think this guy was like in here chilling. Usually when people are in here in a corner like this, I usually never chow them because you can't really bunny hop in here. The ceiling is so low that you can't really bunny hop. If you drop shot, you might get prone blocked, and you don't want that to happen. Like whenever you go prone, it may spin your character a certain way, or if you go prone, you can't get up when you want to because you may be stuck under an object or something like that. So if I didn't have electric charge, I probably would not have pushed him. I would use a piece of equipment first, like a grenade, throwing it in there, and you know, to shake him up, get him weak, and then I go chow. But that's one of those situations again where I'm expecting the gunfight, he's expecting the gunfight, and there's not really much I can do about it. But right here, this is pretty much just me guessing that he's going to be scared and run all the way down the steps, thinking that I would chase him. Instead of me doing that, it's just an A to B type of fight, or go directly to him instead of us chasing him down the steps and then having to figure out where he's at.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Copy that.
Honestly, y'all, these tip videos, I don't really talk this much on a day-to-day basis. Let's skip ahead a little bit. We take this zip. We see a guy to our right over here. This part got sloppy. What I wanted to do was jump up here. We jump up there the first time, we are cooking this dude off this head glitch. But now this is a situation where he knows I'm here. I know he's there. This is a situation to where it's pretty much even, and I don't like even fights. I want fights to be in my advantage every single time. So we kind of had to finesse the situation for what it was. So once again, if you guys notice, if I was able to jump up on this ledge, not this one, but the one in front of me, if I was able to jump up, I had him cooked, had him dead to rights. And now we're in a situation where it's an ADS party. So I just let him get his little mag off, and then I reach out. You know, I'm pretty much controlling the fight. I'm trying to control the fight no matter what. Like, we're not fighting on your terms, we're fighting on my terms. So if I say we're not fighting right now, I want to take a break, then that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll reach out when I feel like I have the advantage. And now this guy, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I ever got the kill or if he just swam under me. I don't know. He pulled a real Houdini stunt right there. And then right here, usually I would just go directly to zone instead of just messing around over here. But I was being greedy, man. I wanted the 2 kills, and it almost costed me. Because I did not see this guy right here. I thought they were like higher up. But luckily my hip fires came through with the MP5 build. If you guys want that build, click on this video right here. Now we got one more guy left. Pretty much just playing it careful so that doesn't happen. And he ended up being at the bottom for some reason. It's like I was looking for him, but he ended up being at the bottom and he took the zip up. Luckily for us, we actually heard that. It's like one of the few times this game audio actually works. And now from here, so usually when I get into a situation like this, I'm not really worried about the 20 kill game because it's gonna happen regardless. I'm playing for the win. Once you get to zone 4, that's how you gotta just think about it. Like, the kills will come at this point. You don't have to force it. When you force it, that's when you run into guys that are sitting in corners, that are camping, or sitting in bushes. Not a good look. Right here, I'm just trying to think about what's the best option to get to high ground. Or like, what's the best route? This zip is undefeated for your boy, man. Every time I take the zip up here, good things happen. Especially in zone 4. So zone 4 is usually when I like chill out and play for high ground, play for height. And we're also trying to read the map. We're trying to see where people are fighting at, where people are sitting at, or, you know, just things of that nature, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. Then on this roof, we're pretty much just looking around for these little buildings right here in the middle. We're checking every corner up top to see where people may be camping at up here. We're just making sure that we're safe on high ground, like we have ultimate height. This guy got lucky that PA hit. I really wanted that kill. I don't actually know how many kills I finished with, but I wasn't playing aggressive, so it wasn't that many that we get out of the last few people. But once again, we're just trying to play for ultimate height, so now we're advancing to the highest point on the map right now. I got a little scared, so I ended up popping my teleport, because you never know if somebody's just sitting in the corner just waiting for their moment. I got hit by a cluster. I just got out of there, reset it. Once again, we're fighting on my terms, not theirs. We got PA'd. I was trying to advance in the room again. Just fall back a little bit, and then we push back in here. This guy ended up, I think he just got done fighting or something like that. And I think he was just in here looting. But now we got people under us. You see zone is moving far out. So right now what I'm looking for is like anything that can help me. So like airstrike, smokes, gas mask, and we ended up coming off a gold gas mask. Bro, I usually don't talk this much. It's tough. Need some water. Right here, that was bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was bad. What I tried to do was super jump from here, so I jump on top of this building behind cover. You guys see that? This building would be perfect, so you can watch everybody coming out. And you don't really have to worry about you getting flanked unless they swim through the water. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Since we have a gold gas mask, I'm rotating super early. And I also didn't take fall damage because I have super jump on. So this is something I also want to take note, or want you guys to pay attention to. So we're getting torched. We're damn near one shot, right? So I'm thinking usually players would play a little bit more aggressive on that, right? Like you would think that he would send me. So I'm expecting that. I'm trying to catch him in his parachute, you know, pushing me. But he ended up, you know, just chilling out. Which is fine. You know, either way, I get to play it up. But if he wasn't sending me, I would have torched him out the air. even though I only had like 50% health.
Solid copy. Mortar strike.
So now we drop that cluster to move him out the way a little bit. So now we can actually get to the position that we wanted to be in. And now we wait because he has to move. And I'm pretty sure I heard somebody right there.
No hit.
You guys probably can't hear that. And that's why I swapped guns. Right here, you can hear a little bit of the bushes moving.
No hit. Shot missed.
Somewhere in there, you can hear people in the bushes. And that's why I swapped an MP5. Because people are snakes in this game. They'll wait for you to be distracted or while you're shooting to try to snake you out. So now we're just chilling to see if we can hear him again. And we ended up, you know, hearing him again. I think it was a little bit ahead. This guy was playing patient, bro. Right there. You're gonna hear him pretty soon. Sounds like he was like moving around or jumping. Heard him right there. Easy kill. The guy was snaking it out. Now it's a 1v1. Just based off the information and me just going through the last few fights, I knew that he was somewhere in that area. This was beautiful right here. I was pretty much just stalling like that to show you guys that if I was weak in this situation, I had plenty enough time to do whatever I wanted to do. We're fighting on my terms once again. So you see, I took a little bit of damage. I re-peeked to judge the distance, if he's close, if he's far, is he pushing, what kind of skin is he wearing, does he seem like a sweat? This guy pretty much seemed like a bot. So now we're just playing our cover. We're snaking. During all that time, if I needed to, I could have played it up 3 times. I probably could have reloaded my gun. I could have did anything I wanted to, just because I know how to play my corners, my cover. I know how to snake. And by you doing all of that, you're pretty much like, just think about it from his point of view. It's a 1v1. He's probably super fucking nervous, right? And he's thinking like, damn, this guy's moving so much. He keeps peeking me. He keeps hiding. I don't know what he's gonna do. I need to finish this fight as soon as possible. So that's where he got a little bit sloppy. And he was literally just chasing. Just watch it. Let's just watch it again. And also, he was kind of a bot too, but
This is your last chance. Finish the job.
this is like the average player, honestly. Like, look at him. He's not aware of his cover or anything like that. He's exposing his whole hitbox. So yeah, man, I mean, this was pretty fun. If you guys want me to do this again, let me know down in the comments. I mean, I can just pump out solo wins all the time, 20 kill wins all the time. And I want to help you guys get into a position to where you can do that as well. But now, if you guys need help with your aim or anything like that, I dropped a really good aiming video about 6 months ago. If you guys want to watch that, I highly recommend you do. Click on this video right here.